Okay, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. And we are going to talk about trading and the character development that you have to go through. All the aspects and everything you need to know and just talk about it, right? Because it probably helps a lot of people. It helped me a lot to understand it, and maybe it also helps you. So, yeah, trading equals character development. That's probably the title of the video that you clicked on. Congratulations, now you are here with me. And this is very true. I mean, everyone who has been trading for a long enough time will understand that you have to build a completely new personality, a completely new character to be successful in any type of way in trading. And this is normal. This is what you have to go through. This is what every successful trader has to go through. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a big difference to the normal life, right? You can see trading as a whole different perspective of life, right? You chase a vision that you are the only one probably in your environment that sees the vision, and you don't really talk about it or don't want to talk about it because other people won't understand you. And if you ever talked about it, I can guarantee you the most people they won't fuck with that, right? They will think it's fake, it's gambling, it's just LARPing. It's a dream that is getting sold by a lot of core sellers, and I have to agree mostly because let's see, the social media and the whole environment of this, the whole trading bubble is kind of like fucked on that. Just a lot of LARPing, a lot of core selling, and just yeah, try my 90% win rate strategy and you will be profitable in 1 month. You can see it everywhere basically. Every big trader, every big YouTuber does the shit. But it's what it is, right? Nothing's wrong with that, but just a bubble, and it's kind of like not a good look on trading. Um, but yeah, it's a whole new mindset thing, right? On your mental state. Let's say losing. You're always taught to be a winner in your life, right? Everybody tells you losing is bad, you never want to lose, and if it's in a test in school back then, if it's like in your hobby, in your sport, football, basketball, hockey, whatever it might be, you're always told to not lose, and losing is bad, and losing feels painful. And you are getting by your parents that you don't lose, you shouldn't lose, right? You will get punished or whatever, or in your whole environment. Losing is a bad thing, right? Everybody's insanely negative about it and don't really want to accept it. But in trading is completely different. Because you are not going to be a profitable and great trader when you are a good winner. You are going to be a profitable and great trader when you are a good loser. Um, as absurd as it sounds, that's the harsh reality of it. And it has different reasons why that is one of the like things you have to develop a character in. Because losing in trading, you have to accept. There's no other option. If you don't accept losing, you will never be profitable. You will revenge trade and you will over risk on the next trade or blow accounts like no one else does. And I'm talking to you right now because I don't want it to happen to you. I had the privilege. I never really blew much accounts. I think I never blew one funded account, as crazy as it sounds. But I was always pretty consistent and never like I listened, I was a listener. If somebody told me on YouTube when I learned trading, don't revenge trade, I didn't revenge trade. I didn't want to try it out. Why would I try it out? Um, so I kind of spared myself with that, and I want to spare you with that pain and all the money. So listen, okay? Yeah, back to the losing thing. You have to accept losing or you never be profitable. I mean, losing is a game of trading, right? Trading is just probability. It's you have an edge with a decent win rate or decent risk reward, whatever it might be, but that builds your edge. An edge is nothing more than a higher probability of one thing over other or a higher risk reward of the one thing over other. Whatever your win rate might be, but your risk reward is probably increasing the less the win rate is. And this is an edge. But an edge is the random distribution of wins and losses. Losses, you hear me? So you have to lose, and you don't. If you put a random person that's a successful person to trading, most of them will fail. Pretty much everyone will fail because they are not don't want to lose at all in life, right? A high like successful finance guy who has nothing to do with trading and like more like basic investments will probably fuck everything up because he hates losing, he hates to lose money, and yeah, he will lose everything. But this is not going to be you. Why? Because now you know it. You have to accept losing. You have to develop, in that sense of mind, a whole completely new character as a trader. Um, besides your real life, like all the other aspects in your life, where you hate losing, which is fine, because it's nature, it's human nature basically. But you have to change it into trading. And this is one point, right? There are so many different things you have to consider to be the best trader that you possibly can be, and it's like building a whole new personality, right? Because you can't really talk about it, because it's pretty hard, because you see a vision that you probably see, right? All the success and all the money and just everything, the freedom that brings trading to you. That's like what it is. It's great, but um, it's hard, okay? It's not that easy, and you know that. And if you tell other people, they don't will believe you. They think, yeah, you're just LARPing, yapping around, whatever you want to call it. But there's a version of you that already has it. I always tell that, right? There is a version of you that already has everything that you desire, right? The successful version of you that has all the success. God created unlimited versions of you, and if you have the vision of you being that person already, there's nothing stopping you. God wants the best life for you, and God also wants you to be happy. So you have the approval of God. You have a free will. You can do whatever you want. So fucking do it, right? And this is exactly what trading is basically. You know your rules. You have God approval. You have everything you need in order to be a great trader. But most people fuck up. Why? Because they can't just control, bro. They just can't be patient for all their success. And this also, right? You have to be a completely different person with a completely different visualization of life to understand that. That God already gave you everything. You are a successful trader, but you don't act like it right now. But you are one. The person of you is you. Yeah, it's pretty hard to explain to somebody who is not has to do anything with trading. That's what I was saying. So yeah, I mean, it's a lonely way, right? Trading is a very lonely way. You spend a lot of hours learning, you have a lot of frustration nights, a lot of like deep nights where you just sit there and think like fuck. A lot of doubt comes to you, right? And you have to manage that alone, and it's not easy, but it's worth it. And this is the character development you have to go through, even though the nights might be fucked right now. You can't sleep, you have too much pressure, a lot of doubt, might want to give up, but don't do it. Just stick to it, right? Imagine you, imagine you, you can fuck up every single time. That's fine, right? But imagine if you gave up, right? You give up right now, and in 3 years, you ask yourself, "Damn, I should have. Why? Like, what would have happened now? What life would I live now? 3 years later, And you can live with failing. You can live with failing every single day, over and over again, but you can live, or I at least can't not live with myself when I know that I could probably have the best life I could ever have, and I just didn't act on it. You have to take it serious, and yeah, this is why I'm here for you, right? To get you on your ass and sounds wrong. How to keep? Nah, sounds even worse. And you know what I mean, right? To kind of push you. And I'm just saying the truth. The harsh reality is probably hard to hear, but you're not going to be profitable in a couple of months when you just start trading. You will spend a lot of time and effort into it, and just know everything's worth it at the end. You just have to stick through. God will put you in challenges to see if you are really like worthy of it, right? You have to be worthy of everything that you desire. And trust me, God will make you the man if you listen, if you don't take anything as punishment, and if you learn from every mistake you make. He will make you the man that you have to be in order to be the successful version of yourself. This is something you will learn. This is a belief that you pretty much have to have in order to be even kind of successful in trading. But yeah, you will also develop a lot of beliefs that you won't have when you're not into trading or into psychology or anything like that, right? You won't have that, and this is also a part. So the losing part, the believing part, and probably the lonely part are the three things that will develop you the most as a person. And yeah, it's a good thing though, right? It's a good thing. It will help you in life. Even if you don't stick to trading one day, if you do something else, never give up. Trading is probably the best thing you could do. The hardest skill, but also the most blessing skill, I guess. But yeah, you will learn from life. With that being said, I hope you have a great journey, and I hope we see each other again. If you are interested into any other topics about psychology, about trading, or overall psychology in life, uh, whatever it might be, I mean, you can write in the comments, and yeah, I will answer. So, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.